So I had the same desktop till about 2005, and then I upgraded to an even more powerful one. And basically from that point on, I would be upgrading every couple of years until I got to where I am now. So we're kind of going out of less nostalgia and more into just kind of older Wolfenstein memories. And from what I can remember, in like 2005 and 2006, I wasn't paying too much attention to Wolfenstein. But, you know, sometimes I would think about it. But one thing that really caught my attention was in late 2005, maybe early 2006 or so, someone named AFA Doomer was beginning work on a Wolfenstein 3D TC for Doom. And this TC was, I mean, attempts to convert Doom to Wolfenstein were made in the past. You had stuff like Laz Rojaz's Wolfendoom and all sorts of things of that nature. In fact, sometimes you even had Wolfenstein mods that tried to make it more like Doom, so like vice versa there. But this wasn't the first time something like this was attempted, but it was the first time that we had a result that felt like Wolfenstein and not like Doom with a Wolfenstein coat of paint. It was very, I mean, it was extremely rough in the beginning, like you would not believe. But at the same time, it had very promising beginnings. And holy shit, that's a lot of fucking SS. Fuck these guys. Trying to blend in with the blue walls. Every time I see these blue walls, I think of dogs for some reason. Because they're always stationed in areas like this. But anyway, that TC was like one of the first attempts to truly recreate Wolfenstein as it was originally in Doom. And it, you know, very promising beginning, but extremely rough around the edges to start. But, you know, he started to refine it over time, and I think one reason... Hey, there they are. I think one reason it came as far as it has today, because today it's more or less finished, although every so often there's an update to it. But these days it's practically finished, and it's because throughout mid to late 2006, I would spend what time I had, because I was off from school in the summer there. I would spend what time I had basically testing the hell out of this thing. Because as it progressed, we were starting to get to the point where it was getting very accurate towards regular Wolfenstein 3D. To the point where, to most people, it felt like it was just the real deal. Without, you know, without noticing a lot of the surface details missing. But I wanted to make it the best thing that it could be. So I did pretty rigorous testing for it. And, you know, any little idiosyncrasy that was in the original Wolfenstein 3D that wasn't in the TC, I would try and tell AFA Doomer about to see if he could correct it. And, you know, he did a great job all on his own. I'm not going to say that I'm solely responsible for making it good. I mean, he did a lot of work himself, and of course he had other consultants besides me as well. And of course other people who did programming and, like, you know, used certain utilities and whatnot, because... The funny thing was, when it first started, it used these terrible, like, IMF to MIDI conversions of the music that just sounded, they just sounded like complete piss. Everything was a piano. It sounded really bad. But as a result, Randy, the maintainer of Zdoom, added IMF support, just basically because of this mod. So we were able to just import the IMF music as it was, and have it play back that way using the OPL emulation of Zdoom. So that was pretty neat. That was one big step right there already. But with my help and the help of many others, of course, and AFA Doomer's perseverance and everything, it was starting to get pretty damn accurate, to the point where it was like, damn, this feels a lot like regular Wolfenstein. Now there were little things that at the time couldn't be fixed, like in this, see, watch, you stop on a dime. When you stop moving in this, you stop on a dime. But in Doom, there's friction. The player slides a little bit when he moves around. And at the time, that couldn't be fixed. It's okay now, but at the time, there was nothing that could be done about it. And that was a little kind of like, eh. But now that it's fixed, it's definitely great. At this point, Wolfenstein TC is almost indistinguishable from the real thing, I'd say. I'm not even gonna lie, it's really damn accurate at this point. And it's great, you know? So it gives people another alternative if they don't want to use something like EC Wolf or the vanilla executables. Although I would still recommend EC Wolf over the TC, but TC is definitely like the runner-up. The only thing about the TC is that it's modding it is a little trickier because you have to follow Doom's format and whatnot rather than you know, like regular Wolfenstein format. Oof, almost died there. Fuck. Can't even fuck around with these guys a little bit. You have to always just own them. That's what makes them so damn lethal. You can hardly win with them. Episode's almost over, though. I'm glad for that. Because once we get to 3 will just feel so much better. But anyway, the TC is definitely great now. If you want to go and check it out, back in 2011, I did a video demonstrating the TC, basically. It was just a little showcase. And even since then, it's changed a lot. I mean, for one, the friction is no longer an issue. So you can move without sliding around anymore. That's great. And all sorts of other great things have happened to it. So yeah, definitely worth checking out now.